For some people, reaching their desired level of success has no boundaries. They are willing to do whatever it takes to become a success story, even if that means neglecting their morals and selling out completely. Something that has become all too normal for Hollywood celebrities. You know what they say, success is a heck of a drug, and we all know that addicts are willing to do anything to get that fix, even if it means destroying their soul in the process. Such is the case for Hollywood celebrities who are willing to publicly humiliate themselves in pursuit of fame and success, going as far as to compromise themselves in front of millions of fans so they can get the approval of the industry higher-ups. This embarrassing phenomenon has been dubbed Hollywood humiliation rituals, a public hazing of a celebrity orchestrated by the higher-ups to be initiated into their inner circles. This is something that NLE Choppa himself has admitted to participating in, confirming that he was not only put through a humiliation ritual, but that he passed his humiliation ritual.
My humiliation ritual. With all honors.
Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about NLE Choppa confirming his humiliation ritual. Let's get right into it. If you haven't heard of the term humiliation ritual, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Also, if you haven't noticed this with other celebrities other than NLE Choppa, then you might not know to what extent this goes to within Hollywood. A humiliation ritual is a hazing trial many celebrities are put through once they reach a certain milestone in the industry. It usually tends to happen when a celebrity is either climbing the popularity ranks or even when they have made it to the very top. Once they're made to go through these humiliation rituals, we see these celebrities completely embarrassing themselves in the most compromising ways. They do this for a short period of time and then go back to acting normal. You have likely seen many instances of this. Many of the top celebrities have publicly gone through these humiliation rituals over the years. Many Hollywood actors have put through these humiliation rituals, like John Cena last year, who was seen wearing women's clothing and even showed up to the Oscars in his birthday suit. This was his public humiliation ritual. Coincidentally, he performed this humiliation ritual as he was exploding in popularity in Hollywood. We saw Drake going through his own humiliation ritual last year, wearing women's nail polish. He showed up everywhere with his brightly colored painted fingernails. Latin trap superstar Bad Bunny is not shy of humiliation rituals either. He has not only worn women's clothing multiple times in several different cover shoots, but he literally cross-dressed like a woman for one of his music videos, and he even made out with his male dancer during one of his performances. Are you really surprised that he's now headlining the Super Bowl in 2026? This is how you get to the top. Same thing with rapper Kid Cudi. Right after he made his comeback and started showing up in movies, he starts wearing dresses and women's clothing. He even showed up to a Hollywood event as someone's bride. Lil Uzi Vert did it too, showing up to his performance rocking a woman's purse, while also introducing his fans to his female alter ego. Legendary Hollywood actors have done it too, like Robert De Niro. He was humiliated by Diddy in a skit, as De Niro dressed up like a woman and backed it up on Diddy, which now seems a lot more disturbing knowing what Diddy is into. Doja Cat had her own humiliation ritual moment, shaving off her eyebrows and descending into a public breakdown for a year. Young Thug is another artist infamous for his humiliation ritual moment. He repeatedly wore women's clothing and started calling his close male friends besties and babe. As you can see, it's not just one celebrity doing this in Hollywood. All of these celebrities are made to do this at one point or another. I can literally show endless examples of this. Playboy Cardi, Kanye West, A$AP Rocky, DaBaby, Lil Baby, Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, and the list goes on and on. They all did it. While this has become an obvious thing in Hollywood, no celebrity has ever confirmed they are forced to participate in humiliation rituals to achieve success. Well, that was until NLE Choppa uploaded a video on his own YouTube channel confirming that he had gone through a humiliation ritual, and according to him, he passed it. Sometime back, NLE Choppa posted an interesting video on his YouTube channel with almost 2 million subscribers. He titled the video, "I did a humiliation ritual and passed." Now this video title speaks for itself, but before we get into that video, let's identify his humiliation ritual first. Back in 2024, Choppa went viral for zesty reasons as he had posted this photo of himself and captioned it coming out. This coincided with several other zesty photos and songs he was releasing at the time. Photos like this where he was using a cake to cover himself while in his birthday suit, or photos like this one where he could be seen in tidy whities, or even like this photo where he's showing off his backside. This was around the time he dropped his song Slut Me Out Too, which was full of zesty lyrics that had people looking at Choppa strangely. What it looked like was Choppa was going through the same humiliation rituals many celebrities are forced to go through, making Choppa appear feminine to give off the idea that he was either gay or gender neutral. This is something that he came out and addressed himself in his YouTube video, telling the world straight up that he indeed was put through a humiliation ritual and passed it.
I passed my humiliation ritual with all honors. I've passed my humiliation ritual with all honors, with flying colors. But the only difference between my humiliation ritual and a lot of others is I was walking with God the whole time. Being deeply rooted in prayer, deeply in search of answers, and deeply rooted and grounded in the palms of his hands through the process of this whole humiliation ritual. This video today is a serious one. Happy and fruitful, and I got humiliated for it. I got humiliated deeply for it. I was called gay. I was called, you know what, let's be honest, I got the F-bomb dropped on me hard. I was called gay. I was called Diddy Jr. I was called weird. I was called freaky. I was called a bitch. I was disrespected. Let's just say that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm smiling now. I'm good now. I'm not gonna spiral off because I'm learning how to handle it. And one thing God has taught me after I made this video the last time is never get mad at people just because they don't walk with God. I'm coming out comment was me coming out with a song, but spiritually it was me coming out of my shell, out of my cocoon, and blossoming into the butterfly that God has been molding since I had my first spiritual awakening 4 years ago, 2020, during COVID. From dark to light, God came to me 4 years ago, around the same time that he's coming to me now, and is telling me to embark on a change. History has repeated itself.
As you heard for yourself, Choppa had no issues admitting he went through a humiliation ritual, admitting that all the zesty things he was doing were because of this humiliation ritual. But even though he was admitting to going through this ritual, he tried to paint it in a way that doesn't seem as bad, claiming that he did his humiliation ritual while walking with God, which is complete and total nonsense. God has nothing to do with his humiliation ritual. God will never ask you to humiliate yourself to show him any alliance. This is just the nonsense he added to try to justify embarrassing himself for the Hollywood higher-ups. These celebrities love saying God to cover up what they really do, but they never tell us which God they are referring to. NLE Choppa is into all the new age nonsense that has nothing to do with God. He knows it. He also knows that those humiliation rituals he was doing weren't for God. They were for Hollywood. They were done for him to show his alliance with the organization that runs Hollywood. NLE Choppa has shown many times that he is being used by the secret club that runs Hollywood, showing he has taken the oath by doing the one-eye symbolism, or doing the shush pose that represents his vow of secrecy. Choppa wasn't doing humiliation rituals for God. He was doing them to continue to show his alliance to the higher-ups. He was being hazed. Everybody knows about college fraternities and their hazing rituals. These hazing rituals are humiliation rituals. This goes back to ancient secret societies. The hazing rituals were not only an initiation rite to embarrass the initiate, but it was also done as a method of bonding, as every member has to go through the humiliation rituals. It is also a method of blackmail to ensure every member stays in line. Freemasonry has many humiliation rituals that it puts its members through. In fact, one member actually died while being put through a humiliation ritual in a lodge. You can find articles about this online. Many secret societies participate in these humiliation rituals. Since those who run Hollywood are all a part of these secret societies, these practices govern Hollywood too. These celebrities all get to a point where they gotta compromise themselves to keep climbing. They gotta show that they are down with pushing the industry's agenda. They have to prove to those who run the industry that they're okay with doing zesty things for fame. This is what Choppa was doing all of 2024, allowing him to please the industry overlords and keep his name in the meta. Celebrities who refuse to participate in their humiliation rituals end up losing everything. They fall off, and the industry stops showing them support. This is why you can find almost every celebrity doing these humiliation rituals. They're willing to do anything to keep those above them happy. These humiliation rituals are starting to be seen in streaming as they become more mainstream. I have already done videos on countless streamers like Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, and Speed all doing these humiliation rituals. These streamers, just like the celebrities, are now doing zesty things on stream every chance they get. Situations like Aiden Ross and Speed acting like they're about to make out, or Kai Cenat and Speed taking showers together and acting zesty together on a bed. Do you really think it's a coincidence these are the 3 biggest streamers in the world? The 3 streamers who have all been caught acting zesty on stream? Streaming is becoming Hollywood, and Hollywood's rules are now governing that industry. All those in Hollywood have to do is wave massive contracts in front of the faces of these kids, and they're down to do anything. These humiliation rituals are what got Kai to the #1 subscribed streamer. This is where the question, what are you willing to do to make it, comes up. Is it worth compromising your soul, your morals, and even your dignity for fame and money? Is it worth having it all if you have to lose yourself to get there? Everyone wants success, but it's important to achieve that success in the right way. It's important to remain true to who you are and not sell your soul to the devil for 15 minutes of fame. While you become a star and get everything you want at the moment, it won't last forever. Your career would eventually die out, and for the small amount that remain relevant until they die, it all ends after death. Now you traded your eternity in heaven for punishment for your sins, all because you wanted your paradise here on earth. Don't sell out. It's not worth it. Instead, work hard and remain loyal to yourself, but most importantly, God. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.